Hello everybody, it's Gusto again. I have another review today. First of all, I apologize for taking so long between videos. I've been a little bit busy recently, but excited to get back into it. But first of all, I got a surprise in the mail today from all the way up in Canada from a subscriber and viewer by the name of Matt Armstrong. So let's see what he sent me. I greatly appreciate this, and I know that shipping from Canada is not cheap, so I promise you I'll return the favor. Ooh, awesome, looks like some more Canadian IMPs. He sent menu number 11, beef stroganoff, and I'm going to review this one today. I've also got number 12, salmon, and number 10, Thai chicken. Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate this greatly. So, beef stroganoff will be the one on the menu tonight. And he sent me a note. Very cool. Got some awesome patches in there. Very cool. So, it says, RC Gusto has promised these are some Canadian IMPs. To my knowledge, these are menus from the 2010s period. I was in the Canadian Forces in the early 2000s, and these weren't options back then. The package also looked different back then. They still came in the paper bag, but the graphics varied slightly. I also threw in some Canadian uniform flags. These went on the battle dress tunic from the green was used in the field, whereas the red and white were worn while in base and parade. Display them with pride. I will do that for sure. Take care, bud. Matt. Thank you so much, Matt. This is awesome. Very, very cool. This is what I love about this community. Everybody seems to support each other so well, and this is fantastic. So I will display these with pride. This is super cool. Thank you so much, Matt. Alright, so my first Canadian IMP is going to be menu 11 beef stroganoff. Again, I'm approaching these as a somewhat of a blank slate. I've never tried an IMP before. My only experience is the ones I've seen reviewed on YouTube. So let's get into this. We look on the outside. Brown paper bag. It includes an online comment section. It's pretty cool. No external date code, you can see. We'll get into it. We'll figure out the exact dates. So the paper is a foil-lined brown paper. There's the contents. Out. Sorry for ripping that to shreds. Okay, so here are the items. We have beef stroganoff. The package of the mains is a little bit larger, but kind of looks similar to the United States MRE components. There's the ingredients in French and English. There is your nutritional content. It's got a large napkin. It's a very long plastic spoon for reaching down in those pouches. There's a beverage bag, and what I like about these, what I've seen, is that they actually fold out on the bottom in contrast to the United States hot beverage bags, which are a lot more flimsy. This is actually pretty stiff plastic, and they don't stand up, so we're going to use this. There's the bread. I've heard these referred to as tank treads. There is chocolate chip square. A Mars bar. I've actually never had a Mars bar. Nescafe vanilla. comes with an orange sports drink. 2 orange sports drinks. Peanut butter. It seems like there's some kind of residue on there. I don't know if something broke open. Steak sauce. Hot sauce. I'm a fan. More peanut butter. It has matches. A moist towelette. A mint. Chiclets. And the all-important Canadian toothpick. So this doesn't come with a ration heater. I've heard that you can squeeze that thing into a United States flameless ration heater, but the pouches that I've seen are actually pretty good size in comparison to the United States ones. Looks like it'd be a pretty tight squeeze. So I'm going to boil this in water instead. Let's open this up and see the inside. So here's our date code, and I'm guessing that this is going to be just like the United States date code. I'm just guessing on this, I may be wrong, but I'm guessing this is 2012, 255th day. That's what I'm guessing. That's just a 5-digit code instead of a 4. Alright, and there is the main, packaged by Baxter's. Gives you cooking directions. The first one is a pan of boiling water, and that's the one we're going to follow. Again, beef stroganoff, and 12255 for the date code. Alright, so let's plate the rest of this stuff up. Let's start with the bread. There's your nutritional facts and your ingredients. Nice plastic foil pouch there. So there's the bread. Actually looks and feels like real bread. It's nice and springy, soft. It smells like white bread. Let's break it and see what it looks like inside. There you go. Ah, yeah, very flaky. Not too dry looking. It smells very good. We also had the chocolate chip square. So there we go. Again, this is packaged by Baxter's, and this says to also boil it, so we'll toss this in the pan as well. Alright, we've got some peanut butter. Knead that up. It's a little bit harder at the end. So knead it up so it's all mixed. Put some on that bread. Looks pretty good. Let's not forget that Mars bar. There you go. Looks tasty, perfect, no oxidation. And the rest of this is drinks. Now I'm going to mix the orange sports drink in the beverage bag. Alright, so let's open this thing up, fill it to the line with water. That looks pretty good. And that bottom, like I said, is expanded, and it's nice because it'll just stand up on its own. Makes it a lot easier, especially for me who likes to spill things. Makes it a little bit easier to handle. There's the orange drink. Nutrition facts for you. There's the powder. Mainly white. Let's see if it changes colors. Yep. Seal her up and give it a good shake. Perfect. And the other beverage is a Nescafe, vanilla flavored. It doesn't say on here how much water to put in there, so I'm just going to wing it. There's the powder. It's mainly white with some, what I'm assuming are freeze-dried coffee specks in there. Use about a cup of water. Yeah, just like me, make a mess. Give it a stir. And I got to test out the napkin too. The napkin is quite large. If you unfold it all the way, it's actually two quite large napkins, so very cool. I'll go ahead and set out the steak sauce and the hot sauce. We'll use both of those. Alright, so these things are nice and hot after boiling for about 5 or 6 minutes. Let's go ahead and open the chocolate chip square first. Ooh, nice. It's a little cake. Oh, it smells great. It's kind of hard, but nice and warm. This looks like just a warm chocolate chip cookie is what it looks like. And the star of the show, beef stroganoff. The packages, like I said, are a little bit larger than the United States MRE retort pouches. The contents seem to be more liquid. And there's what you get, a lot of sauce in there. You can see some bits of beef in there too. Great smell, nice and creamy smelling. Very rich beef broth in there. There you go. Got some mushrooms and some pieces of beef and a lot of broth. I'll give you some close-ups. So, on first glance, the pieces of beef are pretty small, and it's mainly liquid, but it actually has some good chunks of mushroom in there. Yeah, so it's kind of soupy. It'd be nice to have some noodles or something like that in there too. But it smells good. So let's take a spin around the plate. Go ahead and start with the bread by itself first. So again, it looks like just a tiny loaf of bread, basically 2 heels of bread stuck together, really. It's pretty flaky, soft, springy, has a nice, relatively fresh bread scent. Has the appearance of real bread. It actually tastes like fresh bread also. It's kind of dense, but great flavor. Very good. Let's try some with peanut butter. So there's the peanut butter, smooth, creamy there. That's pretty good peanut butter. Tastes fresh. And there's not a whole lot of other sides there other than that for dessert, which we'll save for last. Well, actually, both of those are 2 dessert items we'll save for last. I'll go ahead and try the main item. Get some of the gravy, some of the beef, and some of the mushroom. Nice and hot. Good smell. And it's actually got a really nice flavor. Not too salty. The beef is in really small pieces, which isn't an extremely appetizing feel to it, but the flavor is very good. The mushrooms taste pretty much just like canned mushrooms, but they do contribute pretty well to the flavor of the dish. The broth is kind of like a beef gravy, but a little kind of on the creamy side too. Pretty good. Another bite for you. You can see there's a bigger piece of meat in there. No, not bad. I think maybe we can spice it up a bit. Put some hot sauce on there. So this is cayenne peppers. I'm guessing this is going to be pretty close to Louisiana hot sauce. Put it in the spoon first. Yep. Very vinegary scent to it. Of course, that's one of the main ingredients. Let's put some in here, see what that does. Mix it up a little bit. Yeah, not bad. Can't go wrong with spicing things up a little bit. Put a little bit of this on the bread and add some steak sauce. Let's get a bit of meat. Some mushroom. We'll open the steak sauce. Add that, kind of looks like A1 sauce. We'll give that a whirl. That's a pretty good combination. This does taste just like A1 or HP sauce. Alright, now for dessert. So this is the chocolate chip square. Looks like a cookie, at least that's the texture. It's kind of cooled down, so it's not quite as soft as it was a minute ago, but you can see a lot of chocolate chips going all throughout there. Has a good chocolatey scent. The cookie part smells pretty sweet. There you can see a lot of crystallized sugar in there. I don't know if you can see the little glints of light. It seems like there's a lot of sugar in it. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Very sweet. Good chocolate flavor to it. Nice and soft. That's a tasty dessert. Let's have our drinks. This is the orange sports drink. Looks like orange Gatorade. Smells like it too. That's a pretty good flavor. Good orange citrusy flavor. It's a little sweeter than Gatorade. Not as much saltiness to it. There's probably less sodium in it. At least that's what it tastes like to me. And here is the vanilla Nescafe. And yep, not bad. Kind of a vanilla coffee drink. Pretty good flavor. I like it. And Mars bar. Actually never had a Mars bar before. So you can see the chocolate looks like it's in pretty good shape. Hasn't been beaten up too badly, and there's not any oxidation on it. Let's see what makes up a Mars bar. Alright, you got chocolate on the outside. Looks like chocolate nougat and caramel. So I think the closest thing I've had to this is the Milky Way. And yes, I said caramel. I'm from Oklahoma. Y'all can call it caramel if you want. I call it caramel. Pretty good. Tastes like a Milky Way. Very good. This thing also comes with a after dinner mint. And it is as expected. Sweet, kind of a spearmint flavor. And chiclets gum look like the same that are issued in the United States MRE packages, so I'm not going to open these up right now. Save those for later. Now I'm going to go clean up with the all-important toothpick and the wet nap. So for my first Canadian IMP experience, this was awesome. Pretty good flavor, though the texture of the beef wasn't extremely pleasing with the beef stroganoff. The beef bits were a little bit small and kind of tasted a little grainy. But the flavor was very good. Nice, rich, creamy beef gravy that it was in. The chocolate chip cookie was fantastic. And everything else was very tasty. I like the bread, actually. It's a little bit hard and a little bit dense, but it has a really good real bread flavor. I like it a lot. So sorry for the delay in getting these videos out. I'll step it up a little bit faster in the future. I've just been a little bit busy at home and at work, so I've been a little bit behind. So thank you for sticking around. Thank you for staying tuned, and especially thank you, Matt, for your generosity. I will repay the favor, and today RC Gusto will display the Canadian flags with pride. Thank you all very, very much for watching. As always, thank you to all my friends in the Ration Review community, as well as my friends on MREinfo.com. So until next time, stay tuned. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.